If you're trying to get more clients, book more meetings, and actually close deals consistently, this video is going to save you a lot of time. Okay, over the last 2 years, I've personally closed over $4 million in deals for my own business. And I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm saying it because I want to walk through the exact system I use to find leads, book meetings, and close the deals. For context, I run a growth partner agency where we help e-commerce brands grow. And across our client base, we've generated a little bit over $70 million in sales. And in this video, I'm breaking down the same process that helped me close those $4 million in agency deals. Okay? Because here's the truth. If you don't have leads, you don't have a business. You can be the best closer in the world, but if you do not have enough conversations, nothing happens. So step one is simple: find business. You need a system that constantly generates attention, interest, and meetings with people in your niche, specifically the niche that you want to serve. And these are the 4 ways that I look at to get clients. And the first thing is going to be outbound. Okay, outbound is you going out and knocking on doors, DM on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. It's email outreach, it's cold calls, it's follow-ups, it's all of that. And outbound is powerful because it's direct. You don't want to wait for people to find you, you go after them. And the exact same thing is going to be extremely important for getting the leads, getting the meetings, getting the deals is going to be inbound. Okay, inbound is the exact opposite. You post content and people come to you. That could be you posting on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. You put out value, people see it, they get curious, and of course they reach out. All right. The next thing is going to be referral partners. This one is one of the most underrated ones because you partner up with people who already have your ideal clients and you give them a percentage for introduction that turn into deals for you. Okay. And the next one is going to be paid ads. And this is how you scale it aggressively. That could be Facebook ads, it could be Google ads, YouTube ads. Then you pay to get attention, you drive traffic, and you turn that traffic into leads, and you turn those leads into sales. And here's the key. If you combine these the right way, you can generate a serious volume of calls, leads, and of course new clients coming into the business every single day. And this is the exact same kind of systems that help us generate around 7 to 12 meetings per day with new potential clients. Okay? The next thing I'm going to be talking about is going to be lead magnets. Okay, lead magnets is one of the fastest ways to turn attention into booked calls, because now once you've got leads, the next question is, how do you turn a stranger into someone who trusts you, enough to even take a call? And my answer is all the time, 90% of the time, is lead magnets. A lead magnet is simple. You give away something for free that helps them solve a real problem for the niche, and in exchange, you get their name, email, and phone number. And the goal isn't just to give free info. The goal is to give value that makes them think, okay, if this is what I give away for free, what happens when I actually want to work with them? What happens? The free thing is so amazing. What happens if I do the paid thing? Okay, because here's my philosophy. You have to give, and then ask. Okay, you want to give 10 times, you want to give value 10 times, and then the 11th time, that's when you ask them to buy. Because the more value you give up front, the easier it is to make the offer later. And the bigger the value, the bigger the ask can be. So in the lead magnet, I'm always leading them toward the next step, which is to initially book a call. And once you've got them into a call, I'm going to show you the exact steps on how the closing system works. This is going to be a 2 calls, the 2-step call I call it, which is simple and it truly works. Okay. Now, when we get them into a closing process, this is going to be the exact structure that I use and our team uses, because we today close around 20% of the meetings that come through. Okay. So the first call is going to be the intro call. This first call is not a pitch call. It's about the qualification. It's a qualification call. It's to understand the prospect. My goal in this call is to find out, why are they even here? What made them even book the call? What have they tried before? What's not working? What's costing them time, money, or potentially momentum? And what's the real pain point here? Okay? And the most important, I listen. I let them talk. People do not want to be sold. They want to be heard. They want to be understood. So I ask the question and I ask the follow-up questions. And while they're explaining, I'll drop small proof snippets, okay, of small snippets of case studies. Like, yeah, I've seen that before. We had a client in a very similar situation, and once we fixed X problem, they got Y result in said time frame. Not a full pitch, just enough to build certainty, trust, and a small little curiosity as well. Okay, so then I end the first call by saying something like, based on what you told me, I'm going to speak with my partner / my team, and we're going to build a plan that's tailored for your exact situation. Then we'll walk through it together on the next call. And the goal is simple, is to book a call number 2. Okay, which leads me to the next point, which is of course the call number 2. So call number 2 is about tailoring a specific strategy, tailoring a specific solution to their problem. This is the plan, and of course ultimately, which is all we want here, is going to be the close. Okay, this is going to be where we solve the pain, we solve the problem, and we link it to the dream outcome, and that is where your offer is. Okay, so the second call is where I connect the dots. I recap their pain points in their own words. So for example, on the first call, you said the main problems were A, B, and C, and this is the outcome that you want to have. Is that correct? Okay, then I walked them through by the plan. Okay, I walked them through the plan. If we fix A, B, and C, and we change X, Y, and Z, do you believe that you'd be closer to your goal? Okay, so if we made changes to this, this, and this, we would get closer to your dream outcome. Is that correct? All right, and we ask them yes questions, okay? When they say yes, yes, and yes, I go deeper into the emotional reason. What would happen for you if you actually hit the goal? What does that change in your life? What does that unlock? Freedom, stability, location, family, peace of mind? What does it unlock? Because people don't buy the unique selling points. They don't buy the technical steps. They buy the dream outcome. Okay? You want to talk about the feeling that they will have after they've gotten your product or solution. Okay? Then I make the offer super clear. Based on everything we've talked about. Here's what it looks like to work together. The investment is X dollars. And I let them speak. I let them think. I shut up. I let them speak. And if you want us to implement this with you, we can start immediately. What do you think? Should we get started off? All right. I let them speak. I let them think about the investment. I let them speak about what I've just talked about. And that's where you get a yes. Okay. And throughout the call, I'm also reinforcing certainty with proof. Okay. Because I will talk a lot about other people. So other people were in this exact situation that you have been, in the exact position. We apply the same principles. And here's what happened with them. They also got the dream outcome that you want to have. Okay. And one more thing. I always aim for a no-brainer offer. Okay. Something that reduces risk and makes the decision easier. That can be, for example, if we do not hit the agreed outcome within the exact same time frame that you said, you don't pay a single penny. And that's how you remove the fear. That's how, at that point, it becomes stupid saying no. Create an offer, create a no-brainer offer, which makes the prospect feel stupid saying no. Okay? And at that point, the close isn't pushy, it becomes logical for them. And you simply ask them, do you want to move forward with this? So that is the exact system that I've used in closing over $4 million in deals over the last 2 years with zero experience. Generates leads every single day. You give them the value and a clean 2-call close to get the deal. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If it's of interest to hear a little bit more, subscribe to my channel. All right.